Hello, my first question is for Eddie. How did your theater background prepare you for the meticulous demands of a performance that relies so heavily on physicality and subtlety, as we see in The Day of the Jackal?
God, well, good question. I think one of the interesting things about the Jackal is that he is an actor. So he basically, and he's pretty proficient. He's pretty good at
He is.
at sort of shifting and changing, and so weirdly, this whole job felt like being an actor when you were at school, when you weren't limited by what age you were, what you look like, what you sound like. It was completely freeing. So I think it weirdly was about going back to being a kid again and doing theatre at school where you're playing an old man or a kind of someone who's foreign or different. And so I would say it was the theatre at school that kind of helped me here.
He takes it very seriously.
He does.
And he's also a makeup artist.
He's also a very talented makeup artist.
Like a good one, like a professional one.
Although it was interesting with the makeup, because to begin with, I was like, there's no way he could do this stuff himself. And Mel, our makeup designer, and Richard, the prosthetic designer, showed me these Instagram videos of people putting on prosthetics.
I
They're
saw
kind
that,
of bonkers.
and it's amazing.
It's good.
People is so talented.
They are so talented.
Very talented.
So my next question is for Ursula. So Nuria has an amazing character arc. As the story progresses, she's becoming this empowered woman and starts taking control of her life. What do you love about playing strong and badass woman like her?
Wow, you think that? Huh? It's okay.
I mean, we've seen you in the past.
It's funny. I realized that was the real arc of Nuria. I was a little bit concerned at the beginning. I was a little bit surprised that they called me to play this character because I'm usually play like very, powerful characters since the beginning. But yeah, then I realized that she finds her strength. She gets to know herself in a deep way when she knows that she's in trouble and she knows who her husband is. And I think that's very human. And I think that's the real arc of Nuria. So it's been different. I tried to make her as powerful as possible because I was a little bit concerned at the beginning that she was maybe a little bit weak, but maybe it was because I was judging her. And then I realized I had a lot of things in common with the character, and I think you can be weak or forgiving sometimes, but that doesn't mean that you can't be bold and strong. And yeah, it's like a little bit contradictory, but I think that's the coolest part of playing this character. So different.
This next one is for Eddie. You've described the discomfort of working with prosthetics for your disguises in The Day of the Jackal. How did these physical challenges of working with prosthetics for the disguises influence your mental immersion into the Jackal's enigmatic and detached persona?
Well, one of the weird things about working with prosthetics is that they take so long and they cost so much money that you don't actually get much opportunity to rehearse in them. It's like you kind of, the second they're on, you're performing on camera. And so people think that you have sort of months but each element affects every other element. So the face has to blend with a physicality that has to then match with a voice. But I kept saying to myself, and I got quite anxious about all of that, but I kept saying, what was interesting about playing the Jackal is that's what he's going through. He is only as good or only as equipped as he can be. I did find that the way into the kind of, I suppose, the coldness or the detachedness that you talked about was through meeting people who are snipers. And when you're a sniper, you have to be able to be incredibly calm, physically control all of those instincts that are like causing you to kind of shake or to, in the most extreme circumstances. And I'm not like that as a human being. So that was weirdly the thing that I had to work on the most, I suppose.
Next one is for Ursula. So Nuria is such a complex character. She's playing up all this naivety, but you knew all along what she's about to discover about the Jackal, of course. How was it creating that chemistry with Eddie and working together?
It was terrible. I always say that because it's just funny. I don't know. Do you remember the first day we met? We were doing the rehearsal at the hotel.
Yes.
With Brian.
Yeah.
I was very surprised because I thought it would be something more like about talking about my character, because I started shooting and it was like your third month of shooting or something like that. Yeah, we were in the thick of it, yeah. Yeah. So I was just expecting something more about the character, you know, about my character. And we were talking about my character, but I was surprised that you were like very interested in, thank you. Prepositions. Douche. Knowing my point of view, what I thought about the whole story, right? So that's how I felt from the beginning, just part of the project, and it's been wonderful to have somebody that is not just concerned about his character. It's a global thing. He creates an amazing environment on set. He's caring. He's talented, of course. You're such a good actor.
Love you.
I mean, everybody knows that. It's not a surprise, but I just wanted to repeat it.
No, man.
He's amazing, basically.
But I think that the point was amazing
and he's
for
humble,
me.
Of course.
No. But the thing that was amazing for me also is I hadn't done television or long form television for a long time. And when Ursula arrived, we were months in, and it was frenzy. And you gave me such wise counsel, honestly, about how to navigate this kind of length of running, and when you don't have all the scripts and things are coming in, and it felt like we worked pretty hard to craft. Because the relationship was so thinly sketched, it's like, how do you deepen it and create these characters who have all of the idiosyncrasies, but you believe that they're sort of deeply in love with each other.
Thank you. That's all the time I had. Very grateful to you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. Bye.